Hello, hello, how are you? We are doing something a little bit different this time. I thought it would be fun to choose a pile instead of just a card this week. So feel free to comment if you want how these cards reflect what's happening in your life right now. If you want, it's a good idea. Always, I like to go back and check the video again after this week or 2 weeks ahead of us to see how the cards played out, what's actually happening after. So I kind of like a before snapshot of what should I expect. And then I go back and review the cards after and check in to see how that played out with what events were happening in my life. So let's start with pile number one and see what you picked. So if you chose pile number one, your first card you picked is building blocks. So this card right now is talking about foundations in your life. So you've likely gone through a time of change and transformation fairly recently where some things have changed or change is happening or needs to happen. This card is reminding you that you want to make sure that as you're building new foundations, you want to make sure that you are building solid foundations. You want to make sure that you are creating your own stepping stones for moving forward and that you want to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success. So if there are situations or people in your life that don't fit, now's going to be the time that you're going to cycle through those people and really say, you know what, this situation is not helpful to me. It's not helping me grow. It's not benefiting me in any way. It's time for me to release those situations and move forward. So really focus on creating, don't cut corners. You want to make sure that you're creating a solid foundation for your own future moving forward. And that simply means just making sure that you're surrounded with the right people, that you're not allowing yourself to be surrounded by the wrong people, or not doing things just because you're expected to do them. Maybe is another aspect of it. You're going to do things because it's something that you want to do or that you genuinely want to do, as opposed to feeling obligated to doing things. To support that, your next card is Rhino Spirit. And this card says overcome any obstacles. So this is a really cool card to support foundations, stability, growth, almost new beginnings, are happening because of the way that you are setting up right now. You're setting up your energy, you're setting up your life. But this card now supports that by saying, make sure that you are following your heart, but don't get distracted. If there's things that don't work out for you the way that you envisioned them, that's okay. Figure out what it is that, what direction you're going to move in. Sometimes, we can't get through. There's some sort of a distraction or an obstacle, if you will, that will not allow you to go the path that you thought you were going to go. Sometimes you're not meant to go on that path. So figure out, you've got a choice maybe, what direction you're going to go. You really are going to end up where you're supposed to be anyway. So just kind of going with the flow. And if you can't get through the blockage, go around it. There's a different way. So you've really got power right now to move through situations quite easily if you allow yourself to do so. There's some choice here too. So really deciding what it is that you want to do. Are you going to allow things to stay the same, or are you going to take a step forward and make a decision to make the changes that are going to help you grow and build that foundation? So really great energy here. This is going to move you through any situations with ease. So you're going to have the strength to make the decisions to change things if you need to move to where you need to go. Now, if we talk about your spiritual growth side of it, what are you going to be working on? What's a good thing for you to work on to help improve this situation, to help you move forward on a spiritual level? Your card is Talking Stick. So this card talks about communication. You want to make sure that you're communicating effectively. Are you listening as well as expressing your communication? Is there a balance in your communication? Maybe working on a throat chakra meditation. Another fun thing you could do is if you have a group gathering, is actually make a talking stick and pass that around so everyone has a chance to talk and listen to everyone else, which could be a fun activity for you to do. So some really cool cards if you chose card number 1. If you chose pile number 2, you chose New Life. So this card talks about the freshness, the newness that's coming out. So you're going to feel refreshed. You'll feel inspired. You're going to feel like you just woke up from a nap and it's like, oh, I've just turned to a fresh page in my book. You want to start writing a story. You're feeling inspired to do things differently, to feel things. You've got creative juices flowing. So keep that. Really focus on the creativity side of things, the positivity, the optimistic, inspirational ideas that are coming to you. Pay attention to those. Write them down, because that's going to be part of the growth. Make sure that you're writing them down so you can check back in. You don't want to miss anything. You've got so many ideas that are coming out right now. Now, the supporting card for that is Buffalo Spirit. And this card says, the abundant universe will provide. So this card is telling you that these creative juices and optimistic points of view and new ideas, new beginnings, new life that's happening, new. You've got a new perspective on a lot of things right now, is really going to be helped by this Buffalo Spirit energy, which is going to help bring you abundance. It's going to help bring more inspiration, maybe connections that you need. So focus on being grateful for what you have. The universe is not always going to give you things the way that you are expecting them or the way that you ask for them. So make sure that you're being grateful for what it is that the universe is giving to you, because the universe is going to give you what you need the way you need it, even if you don't know that yet. So really awesome cards, fresh new life, but abundance is there too. So awesome. Now your other card, look at this, says Gratitude Song. So this card talks about being grateful for whatever it is that you have, whatever it is that's coming to you. Show gratitude. The more you show gratitude and feel grateful for what it is that's coming to you, the more you're going to receive things. So you want to stay in that flow of optimistic gratitude. Okay, and that's going to be an interesting couple of weeks, because you're going to feel like you're floating on cloud 9 is what I'm feeling from this pile. Now, if you chose pile number 3, you chose Treasure Island. So this card talks about you've likely already gone through some transformation. Your treasures, you're going to be able to cash in on your treasures. So you've already set intentions. You've already manifested. You've already taken the steps to improve. Now, this talks about you don't want to miss opportunities. You don't want to feel like you're missing out on opportunities. So really paying attention. Again, the universe is going to give you what you need when you need it. Maybe not in the same prescription form that you've thought you should be getting things. So keep your mind open for different ideas and different things that are going to come about, and different ways that these good things are going to come into your life. So remember, it may not be the way that you envisioned it. So be open to whatever it is that's coming to you. Make sure that you're keeping a journal, what it is that you've manifested, what it is that your wishes are, and then focus in on how are these things coming to me? How am I receiving gifts from the universe in terms of what I've been asking for? Not if I've been getting, now that gets into this card. So let's get to this card first. So the supporting card for this is Koi Fish Spirit. There's always enough. So you don't want to ask the universe if you're getting results. You want to ask yourself, how am I getting these results? You may be feeling a little bit discouraged. You may be feeling a little bit like you're not getting what it is that that you've been asking for. However, this card tells you you are getting it. You maybe not be getting it in the same way that you envisioned. So make sure that you're writing things down and comparing those notes, not asking if I'm getting it or why I'm not getting things. Why are things not working out for me? Check back to your notebook. You are getting them. You're just not recognizing them. So tune into those signs and symbols and things that are falling into place. Because once you start recognizing those, again, there's going to be more and more situations that come that you're going to recognize. So your spiritual growth card is going to be White Buffalo Calf Woman. So this card is a Lakota sacred legend that speaks of rebirth, prosperity, and harmony. Is this card. So this is a powerful card to tell you that you are capable of tuning into your own wants and needs and growth and all of those things. Writing these things down is really going to help you right now. Journal, and check back, check in. Don't just write it and leave it. Check back in and say, how are these things coming to play? So this really talks about your ability to manifest and to grow. Have gratitude, stay grounded, and just get in touch with your roots. Okay? Now, if you chose pile number 4, you chose By the Book. So this card tells you make sure you're following the rules. Make sure you're doing things over the next couple weeks the way you're supposed to. No cutting corners. And, just go with the flow. Allow things to happen the way that they're happening. The less resistance you have, the better you're going to feel, is what this couple weeks is going to tell you. So, and doing the right thing, not because someone's watching or someone's going to reward you for what you're doing, but doing the right thing simply because it's the right thing to do. So you may be doing some reflection on that over the next couple of weeks on how you are a good person and how you do good things. And, it may be a good time to reflect on that. How you are a rule follower, or where it is that you should be coloring within the lines instead of, maybe it's a time for you to get focused and just pay attention to the tasks at hand. The supporting card to that one is Brown Bear Spirit. Take a time out. So what do bears do? They hibernate in the winter. So this is reminding you that you too need a time out. You need a nap. Sometimes that's okay. If you want to take a nap, take a nap. If you want to meditate, meditate. If you want to have a long bath with bath salts or oils, do that. Make sure you take time for you, time to meditate, time to just disconnect and distance yourself from any situations that are maybe draining your energy or that are stressful. It's really important to step back and take a time out from those situations, okay? Your spiritual growth card, if you chose pile number 4, is Elder Teacher. So this card suggests that you are going to be stepping back, touching your roots. You're going to be looking back at saying, oh, what did I learn as a child? Maybe your grandfather or your grandmother taught you something as a child that you see yourself using now in a different light than you've seen it when you were a child. Maybe it's time for you to learn some things that are getting to your roots. Maybe, maybe it's just simply following your purpose and following your path, allowing your spirit guides to lead you in the right direction, or getting in touch with a teacher. Maybe you need to learn something right now. Maybe you're considering or starting a new course on your journey, or you're learning something. So that's really cool. You want to take a time out for you so that you can learn and feed this part of your soul. So a little bit longer reading this week because we had some extra cards, but I think it was fun. Let me know what you think. If you like these or the other ones better, what do you think? Maybe we can do these once in a while. Take care. We will meet again soon. Bye for now and enjoy the next couple weeks ahead. See you later, guys.